All right, hello again. Hot on the heels of the other one, I've got another Kickstarter unboxing. I'm not too sure what this one is. I thought Girl Genius for the GURPS system last time, but we'll find out what this one is. Oh, and we're lucky that's exactly what this is. So exciting. So, this is Girl Genius, based on Phil and Kaja Foglio's Girl Genius comic and graphic novel, award-winning, I might add. Kind of steampunk graphic novel series, set in the GURPS system by Steve Jackson Games. Now, I backed this one at the $100 level to get the physical copy of the book and the basic book for GURPS. I haven't owned the GURPS game system in decades, or at least a decade and a half. So I figured if I was going to get this for the rules, I needed to get the rules to play the game too. Excuses, I know. And let's take a look. Now, this is a really cool setting and graphic novel world. I love the art style. But it's kind of an alternate, well, kind of, it is a alternate high fantasy pulp Europe setting. With, rather than like magic, super science in the STEAM age, where the main characters are typically what are called sparks, or weird boys and weird girls who are so super smart that they can make improbable machines just from like hunks of metal and scrap lying around. Yeah, as you can see, giant clockwork robots and our main characters, zeppelins. Like one entire nation is all in the air. It's just in zeppelins traveling all over the place. But anyway, let's take a look. So GURPS is a generic universal role-playing system using predominantly 3d6. So yeah, it's a point-based system, no classes, it's all skills and point-based for whatever you're going to do for character creation. How to do everything, rolling dice, character traits, templates. So yeah, so this is kind of just a setting book for that rule system. I like all the cogs. Heterodyne Menace. Yeah, the main character is, her family is Heterodyne, and she's the most recent heir of that. And they're a long-standing group of mad scientists. Modern life. Really like that. There's the Jaegers are a created race of kind of monster men by the Heterodynes that served as their army and shock troops. And every spark has a has kind of a specialty, or at least something they like to do, whether it's mechanical monstrosities or biological creatures, or machines that do other things, making little clockworks, making giant buildings that are sentient or whatever. Character traits. So yeah, So I mean anyway, so your sparks can be very, very crazy, and there are different levels of strength of spark. So just because someone's a spark doesn't mean that they're going to be, you know, this giant mad scientist making huge things. They could be a minor spark who is a mechanic and just kind of improves things, or is like an amazing pilot, or, you know, the other things. It's just really cool, and I love all of the artwork in it. I already look at that. And this graphic novel comic series is on the web, and it is still going. So you can get more backstory, and it's still continuing for the characters for you to play in. Land vehicles, clank wagons, like giant robots of most any kind are called clanks. Or robots of any kind are called clanks, just about, it seems. Locomotives. And since it's set in Europe, the dynamics are pretty similar to modern, or not modern, but like Victorian era politics. So, you know, there's a basis that everybody can kind of draw from on how things work, or, you know, what the big powers are like, or the different countries are like. And always good. You can generally tell when role-playing books are made by gamers, or people, not just like game designers, but the layout, but the people who actually play games as well, because they've got a pretty comprehensive looking index, or an index at all, you know, that there were gamers involved all the way through. I think that's one of the problems of one of the reasons why there's never one in Dungeons and Dragons books, I think, until very recently, because those designed and created by gamers for gamers, and then sent off to corporate headquarters where you know, they need to save space. One of the first things to go is the index. I don't think they understand just how much you need to reference these books when you first start playing. But anyway, so this is Girl Genius. Like I said, beautiful book. I love the quality, nice hardback, lots of artwork throughout, and everything, a little comic at the end. That's really cool. And then here's the GURPS is apparently up to its 4th edition. Basic set, campaigns, flying, running, just all the general rules. But because it's a universal role-playing system, it's got low fantasy, high fantasy, sci-fi, superheroes. You can play just about anything in it. Or you can play anything in it, because with a point-based system, you can generally create anything you want for a character. Character creation. And that's one of the reasons why the basic book is so big without a setting in it, is because it's covering so much stuff, and you can just skip the sections for what you don't want. If you're not playing in a high-tech one, just skip those rules. If you're not playing with psionics, just skip that. You know, if you're not playing sci-fi, you don't need to worry about the rules for all of that stuff. And so you can, you know, even though it's a big book, not all of it is required until you want to play that type of game. But anyway, quick one for you, because it's just one book. And it looks really good. Once again, if you guys want to know me to do any kind of follow-up on how it was playing these, or after I fully read the books, just let me know in the comments down below. So yeah, Girl Genius, source book and role-playing game for GURPS by Steve Jackson Games. Yeah, so awesome. Check it out, and check out the definitely check out the Girl Genius comic online, or pick up one of the graphic novels. They're definitely worth it. And I'll see you guys around the internet.